Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome. I just thought I would come on here really quickly and get this baby done here. So I already started on like part of the first signature and the ephemera, putting some of the ephemera on there. And I am hoping to get this finished by this video. As you can see, it is an expandable spine. So all the stuff that's in here, it expands and doesn't pull at the spine so that the spine doesn't rip. And so I've got everything, most of the front all done. Here I've got a little letter here explaining what a junk journal is. I've got little pockets here with ephemera sewn in, or actually put in here. Let me see if I can even take it out. I'm pulling on the other page. That's what the problem is. But yeah, I've got most of the first signature done. This I made into a belly band. I've got some little ephemera bits in there, and made little notes out of scrap paper and just added that into there too. A lot of these digitals, this is from Ruby and Pearl. A lot of the digitals in here are from Ruby and Pearl. Like this is from her book club digital. And yeah, so there's all this. Got this in here. Got that all sewn. And I have ephemera bits in here all sewn and ready to be finished decorating and placed in the book. And so let's see where we're at. We are got these little notes. I've just took some of just scrap papers and sewn them, glued backing to them, and made some kind of little cute design around, and made them into little pieces of notes paper. Here, let's like that. And so I haven't done anything with the middle yet. I don't know exactly what to do, but that's where we're going to start. So with that being said, welcome to my channel. I am Jennifer from Sundragon Paper and Lace, and let's get started. I didn't know if I wanted to, how it would look with a piece of ephemera right here, maybe either glued or made into a pocket. That kind of looks really nice there, doesn't it? I kind of like that. And we can make it into a small little pocket. Maybe just glue it here. It would be more like a belly band. So let's do that. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Had some really busy weeks for me. I did make a video of this, and I found that while I was recording, I was off the camera frame. And in fact, let me look here and make sure that I am still in frame, and it does look like I'm still in frame. So that is important, right? So the whole video I did, it was like 45 minutes, and it was all off frame. And that's one of the things that I always forget to check. And so making sure I am in frame now. I'm going to double check again, and it looks like I am in frame, so it should be good. So I'm going to use one of these little Tim Holtz words. This is his chit chat stuff. Let me see. How about let's put, because it's kind of like, the theme is kind of on reading. which when you read, you can imagine. So let me put more glue. I don't really trust these stickers to stick very well, so let's put it there. Imagine. All right. And then we can stick like a tag or something in there, or a piece of paper that, or a note, which I don't think any of these are thin enough to go through there. So, yeah, I might have to find, how about this tag? Will that go through? No, not even the tag will go through there. Okay, so I'm just going to find a piece of scrap note. Let me put this over here for now. A piece of scrap note. But I think that looks good, doesn't that? You think? Doesn't that look pretty? I can take this and then back it with some coffee dye paper, maybe, to make it like a notebook, or back it with this kind of paper. This is like old onion skin paper or tissue paper. I'm not exactly sure. I just found it in an estate sale, and it was just bunched up, you know, with a bunch of papers. And so I think I'll leave a little edge around, and then there it'll give a little bit of a kind of a antique color in the back instead of the plain white. That us junk journaliers really don't like to have is a stark white piece of paper. And there. So something is exciting in my life. I went to a local craft store, which seems like it'll be a fun thing to do. Is that she, the clerk there said that I can probably teach some classes on junk journaling. And they have a wonderful space, and all I would have to do is just really promote their shop, which is an awesome shop anyway. I wouldn't, you know, and I think that's the only shop in town that has as many items in there. I mean, it's better than like Hobby Lobby, and you know, we don't have Joann's anymore, so, or a craft store. We do have an art store downtown, but it's very limited. And this is probably the best store that in our town that has really great crafting things. And for those of you that might be local that's watching this channel, they're called Scrappy Craft in Phoenix. So let me go ahead, and I am going to sew around this and make this into a little notebook. I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I sewed this, kind of gave it like a little zigzag stitch, did some thread bunches there, and I think what I'm going to do to make it so that it fits, I'm going to do this, and let's see. And then again, like that. There's a cute little note paper spot. There. Isn't that cute? I like it. So let's see. Maybe we should put a word on here. And actually, I want to, I need to stress this a little bit. Sorry, it's taking so long to get through this journal to get it finished. Just been so busy with other things, and can't seem to get it together these days. Can you believe it's going to be June? This is going to be June tomorrow, and it's just so crazy to me. Half the year has gone by, which is nuts. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit more tattered, distressed, more of a junk style, but still a little bit finished, with a finished look, so it doesn't look too totally junky. Let's see. Imagine, and let's do creative, like right here. Right there. And straighten that up a little bit. There, it's kind of like a finished, more finished look. There we go. Now for the middle. Middle. I wonder if I just put this clear, just that, so that you people, the recipient can just write all over the top. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. I'm just doing like an approximate size. I barely even measured. So whatever comes out, comes out. Oh, darn it. Let's see. And then I do want to make it like that. Let's tear that. And because of this in the middle, I am going to cut it, put it in half so that I have a gap in between, a space in between, so the threads aren't, the thread isn't glued in. So let's do that. Okay. Let's glue this side. And paper in there. Doesn't have to be fully covered. This is okay, the edge is okay with me. And then we'll do the other page. Because this paper is so thin, it's so easy to glue. You don't really need that much. There we go. Okay, so you can still see the old paper behind, but still can write over it. So that'll be kind of cool. Okay, so now this side here. Let's see, should we put an ephemera on there like this on this side? Another pocket, maybe? How about a full pocket? And then something in there. Some old paper to go in. Yeah, I think that would be, well, actually I have one that's fully decorated. This one is. Actually, yeah, let's see. No, I don't know. How about this one? Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. But just, should I make it a pocket though? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll make it a pocket. So this will have lots of pockets, but it's okay because it's expandable. And when it gets fat, when we add stuff to it, the spine will expand. So that's the cool thing about it. We don't have to worry about the spine breaking or anything like that. So what shall I put in that pocket? Put some old paper for sure. I need a Okay. I'm constantly wiping my hands from the glue because I don't like to touch the items, the things that I've made or the pages or anything like that with gluey fingers. A lot of times the glue will show up on the pages, and you know, that's real frustrating. So you'll see me constantly wiping my hands with baby wipe. And I just want to make sure that this gets glued on there really good. And make sure there's room because the glue will spread. And let me look at some old papers here. Darn. I've got some vintage paper scraps in this bin. And let's look. This is more than just scraps. This is actual pages, it looks like. It's okay. This kind of paper is really, really fun and so much fun to play with. This came from Donkey Journals on Etsy, and they have quite a bit of this type of paper. They have them in books, actually. And I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see, let's just do this. And let's kind of roll it. And let's do that. Maybe do 2 of them. Yeah. Let's do 2 of them. If you can see my reflection, my light, I apologize. I didn't put a piece of paper over my mat, but I figured I'd have my stuff over it. Okay, so that's nice and grungy. Let's do this. Let's put that in there. And let's do this. Let's do this in there. Need to put something else, maybe. I don't know, I think that's too much. But look at how thick this has gotten. But when you're going to tie it, this won't split because it's already, it's expandable. So, which is really cool, which is what I love about that. And it's nice that this paper here is so pretty that it's okay to have that binding, that kind of binding. Okay. So what I thought I would do with this is maybe put something there to strengthen it. And I was looking at this butterfly, and it was from a previous project that I tore apart. I was making an accordion journal and it didn't turn out right. So I had to kind of tear apart the pieces, and this was going to be a pocket. But I thought if I did it on here and then maybe make this into a tab, then it would work. So let me finish with making this a pocket. Am I in the frame? I hope I am. Okay, and then maybe this a pocket, I mean a tab, so it will be, oh, you know what, maybe, and I need to sew around, yes, I need to sew around it. Okay, I'll be right back to sew around this. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the pocket. Let's ink it up a little bit. Not too much, just a little. Just a little bit. And then let's see, let me see if I'm able to ink this without doing too much damage. All right, okay. Then what I want to do is put it in here, and what will happen is it will open up into and be a pocket in here. but then anything that is in here will be folded, so we got to keep that in mind. And then what is the purpose of a tab? Just decor. Maybe I can put something on there like sorry guys, taking forever, aren't I? Let's see. Maybe this is Esme's lace, by the way. If you ever want to see her, see any of her laces, buy any of her laces. I love promoting her shop because she does have fantastic, beautiful lace for great prices. And a lot of vintage. She'll have some vintage items as well. So that's pretty, I think. That will be pretty. And then maybe a word in the middle. Okay, let's print. Oh, what happened to my pin? I had a pin in here. I had this great idea to put a pin. Huh, it's gone. Oh, it's got stuck in here, but then what happened to the pin? Oh. Okay. Well, that didn't work out at all. Oops. The ball part of a, like a pin, like a sewing pin, got stuck in here. And oh, what in the world? It's like disintegrated. Well, you don't want to watch me spend time doing this, I'm sure. And then what in the world is going on in here? So let me glue what I can on this. Whatever glue will come out. I think that pin is stuck in there. We'll see how that, so that didn't work at all. Okay, so much for my great ideas. Oh, where did my, oh, there it is. Okay, so let's go like that, and then this will go underneath, like that. There we go. Beautiful. And then we will use a word. How about adventure? Adventure. Put that in the middle here. Not quite in the middle, just a little off center. Because it's kind of like aesthetically pleasing to have things a little bit off center, not quite in the middle. And at least it is to me. And then we are going to put that here. I'll just glue that all together here, and then add some little bits in the inside of this pocket. So or maybe not glue it and just paper clip it. And then that way the pocket can come out, and then the person can write if they want to. Nah, let's glue it. Okay. This is, if you're ever curious as to what stick glue I like to use, I usually like this and a lot of the journals that I'm going to sell, because it is a very good glue. However, it's pretty expensive. So just to give you a heads up. But this is the name of it. Cocoina. And I get that through Amazon. And it is pretty spendy. It's something like $20 for just 3 of this size. What size is it? It is 40 Gs. Yeah, there is a smaller size, which it would be cheaper for the smaller size, but it doesn't last, of course, it doesn't last as long. But I really like it for making, and it works very well, and when it does dry, it doesn't peel off. At least I haven't experienced that anyway. Okay. So we're gonna put some little bits in there. Let's put this in there. That probably won't fit. No, it's gonna fold over on that. Oh, let's see. Shall we put a heart in there? Maybe have it peeking out. Oh, I'm gonna do that in another pocket. I'll think about what to do in there. Probably more paper. Okay. And this looks like it's glue over there. Another way to unstick, if you see it open, exposed, or some place that's glued like that, great way to, I wipe it clean with the baby wipe, and then I go over it with wax. And this is candle wax. You can just use and it becomes kind of like a velvety smooth finish, but not sticky anymore. So that's that. There, that came out, I think that came out cute. Okay, let's leave that. Let's put, so I've got a lot of pages here to decorate. Decorated some, but it looks like I really wanted to finish this in this video. However, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So I definitely want the next video to be done. So I will be decorating off camera and then decorating some more like on the last signature, and that way it will be done. And then I'll do the final flip through. But in the meantime, so this isn't even the first signature, I don't think. Oh, here's the first, this is like the first signature. So let's finish this up. So it's the first signature that we'll be done with, and then I will go in and finish the second signature off camera, and then we'll do the third signature on camera and finish it up. Does that sound good? Sounds good. Okay, so what are we going to do with this page? Let's put, I feel like I need to do more writing space, but I also feel like I'd like to see more decor from Ruby and Pearl, some of her stuff. And again, this is like bits from another project that I failed at, or it wasn't a failure, it was just something that I just didn't like it. I just wasn't feeling it. So since this is extended, I want to make sure that this can fold over. Maybe, no, that's not going to work. So see, here's a pocket here. And then this can fold over, right? I don't like this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I like this. I like that this is a pocket, but I don't like this. So I'm going to collage this with this. Now this was good glue. I don't remember what glue I used on it, but I think this is the Cocoina glue. Cocoina glue. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember. Okay, well, let's do that. And then I'm gonna go like, let's go like this. All right. Or maybe I can do it this way. No, I like this one better. Okay. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't cover that pocket opening. This is the wonderful thing about collage. You don't like something, how it looks or anything like that, you just can cover it. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. We are going to glue this to this, and that will thicken up this paper, and we're just going to make a new fold than where it was. in there. And there's a secret pocket right here. So that's kind of cool, the secret pocket. Gotta grunge this up a little. And I think what I'm gonna do with the polka dot side there, because it can look like it's a pocket, because it's like, you know, like that. And since this is a secret pocket, I'm gonna put some decoration here, like some lace or something. So first, let's glue this, and I'm going to use this glue so that it's nice and sturdy. Stays nice and stuck on there. I'm going to do it kind of light. I'm not pressing on the bottle very much because I don't want my paper to wrinkle. And that's the thing about these wet glues. They can wrinkle up your paper if you put too much. So a light hand is always good. Okay. And let's do this. There we go, secret pocket in there. And then a fold right here. That secret pocket, and then some decor here maybe. This needs to be skinnier. Oops. Did I hit you? I'm sorry if I hit the camera, made you dizzy. Let's see. I've got some skinnier lace somewhere. And this will be good to use, just kind of make it a ruffle. So this is going to be a glued ruffle. So it's not a sewn ruffle. Let's see, should it go this way? Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. So let me cut a little bit longer. And do glue like this along here. This is Fabri-Tac glue. It's the best fabric glue, in my opinion. It holds the fabric really well. The only thing, the downside I don't like is the shine. So if they can make something that's in a matte type of formula, that would be great. But so far, this is what it is. This is what we got. And so this is how I do a glued ruffle. You just kind of do it like that. And voila, it's stuck on there. Secret pocket. Let's put a word right here. How about memories? Memories seem really nice. Put that right there. There we go. Memories like the corner of my mind. Excuse me. I just kind of went a little off there. Okay. Do you ever do that? You ever think a word comes up and then a song comes just to your head? God, I've been doing that a lot lately. Okay, let's do this here. All right, so we have a couple pockets to fill. I got one right here, and then one right here, and then this will be this is the end of the first signature. Oh my goodness, look at all those pages. And I got another pocket here, or do I? Is this a pocket? Okay, well it is now. That's not a pocket, but here's a pocket here. So yeah, I've got a little bit more decorating to do here, and then this is the second signature. So I will decorate this off camera, and then we will go on camera for the third signature and finish it up. And I'm hoping that will be the last video. So as it goes, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. And I thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you will like, subscribe if you are new, and that's and you will make any comments so that we can have a conversation going. We can have some dialogue going on, yeah, this should be, yeah, see, look at this, how full this will be. So this second one will be full too. It'll be fat, but then because it expands, well, you get the picture. Anyhow, I'm really liking this journal. I'm really liking it. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. May your heart always find kindness so that you can give it back. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.